What is going on, everybody? Positive Philly here, Michael, with week 14. It's crazy that we are already in week 14, but we are. But we have an extra season of an extra week of the NFL this year, so that is good. Um, but I did want to come on here and, of course, address this game this week. It is a big game for the Eagles as we are facing our division rivals, the Washington football team at Lincoln Financial Field, this Sunday at 1 p.m. And the Eagles, they have a good chance of winning this game now. I mean, I felt good before, but Washington, of course, is dealing with a lot of illness issues and injuries. So that is affecting them going into this game. Uh, what's going on, Kyle? How you doing? We got 5 people watching, guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys subscribe. Give us a like on Facebook. Give the Whiskey Wagon a like. Anybody coming in from the Whiskey Wagon, and yeah. So let's talk about the news, of course, that has been affecting the NFL over the past few days. It is of course, the worldwide illness that's been going on for over the past year and a half, and it's getting bad again. Sports are shutting down again, and we're missing sports games and everything because of it. But I pray and hope that it gets better and we can move on from here. You get the vaccine, get the shots, and that's what you can do. You can do your part to be safe from this, and you know, we can hopefully get back to reality sometime soon. But anyway, uh, the news: the Washington QBs for Sunday. Of course, Taylor Heineke is their starting quarterback. He had an ankle sprain last week. We didn't know if he was going to play on Sunday, and of course, he got put on the illness list um, earlier today. Kyle Allen, their backup quarterback, got put on the uh, illness list as well. And as of right now, these are their 3 quarterbacks that they have on the roster: Garrett Gilbert, Kyle Shermer, and Jordan Tamu. And Washington is unlikely to name a starter until pregame Sunday. So that's per Shefty. Adam Schefter, of course, he's reporting that. And the news on the Eagles: Nick Sirianni says Jalen Hurts was a full participant in practice since hurting his ankle 2 weeks ago before the bye. Eagles are hopeful that Hurts can play Sunday, per John Clark of NBC 10. Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard are both ready to play Sunday. That is also per John Clark of NBC 10. I do want to mention this too. If you guys are tailgating this Sunday, stop by, visit my friends at the Whiskey Wagon Tailgate Lot H2 and the 4th and John Tailgate Lot G2, and consider donating an unwrapped toy as they are teaming up with the Goofy Gators, a nonprofit organization that ensures that children with autism and special needs receive presents this holiday season. If you know a family in need this holiday season, and send your nomination to Aaron at goofygators.com or visit www.goofygators for more information. www.goofygators.com. Um, Mitch, my boy Mitch, what's going on? Uh, so yeah, you always want to, if you can, always want to give back to those in need, especially during the holiday season. Uh, go W? No, Washington's not going to win. Listen, so in all seriousness, um, I am, I feel for Washington. I'm disappointed for Washington. I was hoping they would have all their starters in for Sunday. I was hoping, we would see Taylor Heineke, we would see Scary Terry. But because I want this to be a good game, I want this to be a good divisional matchup on Sunday against Washington. It's obviously not going to be now because I'm going to share my thoughts on Jalen Hurts. We've seen how Jalen Hurts has played. We saw how he played against Washington. We saw how he played against the Saints. We saw how he played against the Giants a few weeks ago. Um, I don't think Jalen Hurts can play good against divisional opponents. With that being said, if he plays on Sunday, is that going to tell us anything? No, I don't think it is. I want to see Jalen Hurts play against the football team with a healthy football team, a healthy roster for the football team. And Gardner Minshew, I'm not going to lie, he's a reliable backup. I said it. He is. I know he was playing against the Jets, but all the hype that this man is getting, how the city feels towards him, how the city reacts to him, they love him. I'm starting to. He's starting to grow me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. And we got to find our franchise quarterback going forward. I don't know if Hurts is the answer. And I've defended the man. I've sat here and I've said on TikTok and all my shows and all that he needs to finish this season out, but I don't know at this point. I still want to give him. I feel like I still want to give him a full season, and I wish Washington was healthy because I want to see his full potential, and we won't see his full potential this Sunday, even if he plays. But that's my thoughts on that. I don't want a Russian quarterback either. Jalen Hurts is a Russian quarterback. I want Miles Sanders to get more reps and be able to run the ball more up the gut, and he hasn't gotten that opportunity this year. I love Sanders. I have his jersey. I have a white Miles Sanders jersey. I've worn it before. I'm sure you've seen it before. He has potential. We just don't run the ball. The Eagles need to run the ball more up the gut with the running backs for us to, see what Miles Sanders can do. And I've said it before, and other fans can think I'm crazy for thinking it. If Miles Sanders was to play more this year and get more reps and more snaps, he would be a top 15, top 10 running back in the NFL. And I stick by that. I do. But we're not seeing that in him. So, yeah. As far as the receivers go, Devontae Smith, he's good to go on Sunday. Hopefully he's able to play. I haven't heard anything about him. On the illness list for the Eagles, we have Quez Watkins, which honestly worries me because, he's our deep threat guy. And Jason Huntley, practice squad running back. So, those two guys are on the illness list for this week. But yeah, with that being said, I'm throw the link out here for people to come on and talk to me. Because I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I've pretty much given you my thoughts. I mean, I feel bad for Washington. I really want to see their full potential in this game, how they are playing against us. And call me biased when I say this, but we have no excuses on Sunday. We don't. If the game happens, which at the rate we're going right now, I think it's going to happen. I will do this. I will put on NFL Network as I'm live so I can, any news that's happening. If Mike Garafolo or John Clark talk about any news, I will bring it to you guys live on the air. But it hurts. But, like, I want to see a good game on Sunday. Back and forth, action-packed football game. And it might surprise you that I'm saying that. Shoot, I just turned it on and then turned it back off. But right now, we both have a record of 6-7. Washington holds the 7th seed playoff spot for the NFC. With a win on Sunday, we knock them out and we move into that 7th place playoff spot. In order for us to win on Sunday, in order for us to make the playoffs, we probably have to run the table and hope that Washington loses the rest of their games because they're going to be our biggest threat. And Dallas is playing the Giants on Sunday. That's a big game as well. Obviously, now with those two teams being in our division, we need the Cowboys to beat them. I think they can hopefully get it done. We saw how they played against them last week. Big Nick, super sick in the house, saying, "Yo, what's up, Nick? I'm gonna put out the link. You can come on and talk to me." And yeah, they haven't canceled any games as of right now, but Two other teams that have the most COVID cases in the NFL is, of course, the Cleveland Browns as they play the Raiders tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. on NFL Network in a Saturday doubleheader. Saturday games begin tomorrow, which is exciting. They haven't said anything about that game being postponed, as well as the Seahawks Rams game. The Rams have a lot of players on the illness list, but and then the Eagles game. So I really hope that we can get all these games in this weekend. I will give credit to the NFL. Out of all the four sports, the NFL is my favorite sport. I'm a big football fan. They've done a good job of Hold on, let's see what Shefty says. Okay, so we have some news. It's not Eagles related, but it is illness news. So per Kimberly A. Martin of ESPN, the Browns have lost another starter for the Raiders game. Jadeveon Clowney has tested positive for the illness and is out. So, I mean, how far can we go? How many players can we lose? It's unfair. It is. The NFL they don't postpone games. I don't want, no, I'm wrong when I say that. They don't cancel games. They might postpone tomorrow's game against the Saints and they might postpone tomorrow's Browns game against the Raiders. They might postpone Eagles game on Sunday, and they might postpone the Rams and Seahawks game on Sunday. But the NFL at least tries to make it up because it's a shorter season. For the other leagues, I feel like it's kind of harder for them to make it up when you play more games in the season. But yeah, I'm put the links out again. Nick, if you want to come on and talk to me, Mitch, whoever's watching, you guys want to come on and talk to me. I want to hear your guys' thoughts about this because I get bored talking myself. I like to interact with the people in the stream. But yeah, I will say this. If you haven't heard, the NFL is mandating booster shots. All players and officials and staff members, all they need to have their booster shot by next week, I believe. So, and for NFL, for pro athletes to refuse to get the shot, I can kind of understand, but at the same time, I can't. You're in a multi-million-dollar business, and if you test positive for the illness, you're out for what is it, 2 weeks now or a week now? So, I mean, if I was a player, I'd be fully vaccinated, and so I'm able to play. But and then Sean Payton has gotten COVID again for the third time. I don't know Peyton's vaccination status, whether he's vaccinated or not, but prayers to him. He's gotten it for the third time within a year. So yeah, prayers go out to him. And like I said, I'm live. I'm watching NFL Network, and I'm going to bring you guys the news, any news that drops as well. But yeah, fan of the year. Celebrate the extraordinary fan of the year. Each NFL team has a fan of the year. I was reading a lot about the Eagles fan of the year. Let's see what this is about. Give me a minute. I'm watching NFL Now with Omar Ruiz. Okay. So getting aside, they're talking to Marshall Lattimore. Oh no, they're not. They're talking about him. Uh, Aside from the illness and everything going on with Washington, I do want to talk about this for a minute. So, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like to hear this, but I just want your guys' thoughts on it, and I want to know what you guys think. So there is a conspiracy theory in the NFL this year. There's been very one-sided calls within the NFL over the past few years. We saw the call against the pass interference call, of course, against the Rams and the Saints in the playoffs. I'm sure everybody remembers that, and some very questionable calls in the NFL. People have said that, and now they got to keep this on the down low. They can't come out and say the truth about this. They can't give out any information on this. But people have said that NFL referees bet on the games. They bet on the games who they want to win, because some of the flags that you're seeing be thrown in the NFL are ridiculous. I'm not going to lie, they're ridiculous. So, and that's caused a lot of games that teams should have won and not to have won. But anyway, with that being said, there is a big conspiracy theory going around that the NFL is trying to make happen. A Super Bowl this year, you all ready for this? I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of either one of these people. I'm tired of these two teams, but the conspiracy theory is that the Super Bowl this year is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New England Patriots. What's up, Kyle? I see you. And I'm not a fan of that. Let me explain to you why. First of all, don't get me wrong. Tom Brady is, and I believe forever will be, the greatest football player to ever play the game. But Bill Belichick is a Hall of Fame coach. He's of course one of the Kyle. Come back, I'll bring you in, bro. One of the greatest coaches to ever play. And they played each other earlier in the season on Sunday Night Football. The Patriots, of course, winning that game, which I can kind of understand it. You want to, have that as a Super Bowl matchup, which I think honestly would be a really good game. It would be really cool to see Brady versus Belichick in the Super Bowl after all these years of Tom Brady playing with Belichick in New England. It would be fun to see a Brady versus Belichick Super Bowl matchup. But I'm just tired of the two. I want Brady to retire. And I mean, it's crazy that he's 40. I'm not exactly sure how old he is. But he's in his 40s and he's still in his prime. Let's see. He's 44. 44 years old, and this man is still in his prime. And he's not backing off anytime soon. There's talks about him playing until he's 50. I believe it. But yeah, that's the conspiracy theory going around in the NFL. We'll see if it ends up being true. Last night with the Chiefs win over the Chargers, which was an absolutely great game on Thursday Night Football, they got the win. So they knocked the Patriots out of the 1 seed. The Bucs don't have the 1 seed as of right now. So we'll see what happens. But if that's Super Bowl, that's a little bit sus. But anyway, I sent out the link again. I'm done talking about what I need to talk about. I want to hear from you guys. A big shout out to, of course, the Whiskey Wagon for allowing me to do my shows on their page. If you guys haven't checked them out, make sure you go this Sunday against Washington. Go check them out. Lot H2. It's a great time. I don't think I will be there. I'm not sure, but as of right now, I'm not able to go. But most weeks you do see me there. It's the holiday season. I got a lot of stuff going on. Trying to get ready for Christmas and all. So I unfortunately don't think I will be there. But go there. Tell them Positive Philly sent you. And, you have a good time. You got a DJ. You drink some whiskey, all that good stuff. No, I'm kidding. You don't drink whiskey. But and make sure y'all take a gift to donate to 4th and John. for Goofy Gators, a nonprofit organization to help out children with autism and special needs. But yeah, that's that. It's always a fun time when you tailgate, even if you're not going into the game. So here we go. We have some news as of 5 minutes ago. Dan Graziano of ESPN. Here's what he has to say. I am being told there have been NFLPA discussions about rescheduling Saturday's Raiders-Browns game likely to Monday or Tuesday. A decision could be announced within the next hour before Raiders are scheduled to travel to Cleveland. Shefty quote tweeted it and said, Raiders are supposed to board buses to go to the airport at 11:15 a.m. Pacific time / 2:15 Eastern. And some players that they are being told at this time to stand down, per source. So there we go. It's going to happen within the next hour or within the next few minutes here. I'm not going to be live. But yeah, so that's one game. What does that mean? There's more to come. The Eagles game could be next. Which, I don't want to happen. We have an advantage over them now. But I mean, if there's, I believe the football team's illness list right now is at 22. 22 players that have tested positive for the illness. And I just want to make this clear real quick. I've been saying illness a lot. It's the C word, obviously, what I'm talking about. But if you guys come on my show and you talk about it, don't say the word. Apparently, YouTube doesn't like you to say that, and they'll ban the word, or they'll ban you and get you copyright or something. So that's why I'm referring to it as illness, or C word, or whatever you guys want to call it. I'm calling it illness. Eagles game, I feel like, is going to be next because the football team right now, as of right now, I believe there are 22 players on the illness list, like I previously said, and the Browns, I assume, have more than that. So are the Eagles next? I hope not. For anybody just tuning in, I'll read the news one more time as it's coming in here. So Dan Grazio of ESPN says he is being told there have been NFL/PA discussions today about rescheduling Saturday's Raiders-Browns game likely to Monday or Tuesday. A decision could be announced within the next hour before Raiders are scheduled to travel to Cleveland. And the Raiders are supposed to board the buses to go to the airport to travel from Las Vegas to Cleveland at 11. I don't understand. Hold on. At 11:15, the Raiders, 11:15 Pacific time, the Raiders are scheduled to board the bus. That's 2:15 Eastern, and some players have said they are being told at this time to stand down. So that scares me. It does. Talking about Dak Prescott right now in the Giants game. it's almost 2 o'clock right now. If anybody wants to come on, I put out the link. I want people, come on before I do get off. I've been on for almost a half hour. But I do just want to say this: any Eagles fans out there, any Washington fans out there, just be prepared. Be prepared for the game to be postponed due to probably later this week, which would be Tuesday or Wednesday, according to the tweet about the Raiders and Browns game. So here we go. Hold on. This is what I want. I want to bring this up. Cowboys clinched division title Sunday with a win and a Washington loss. The Dallas Cowboys can clinch the NFC East this Sunday versus the New York Giants with a win and a Washington loss. So let's go, Giants. Ow! That one was for you, Sneaky. I'm rooting for the Giants on Sunday. So I guess if the nothing's happening with the Cowboys-Giants game, they don't have that many cases of the illness. But if that game there's nothing going on with that. So that game is scheduled to happen on Sunday at 1 p.m. as normally scheduled up at MetLife in North Jersey. But then if the Eagles game gets postponed due to later in the week, of course, those implications would still be put into place. They would still exist. How was the West won? How the West was won? Chargers Chiefs game last night. That was a really good game. And I hope we see those two teams meet in the playoffs again. Not that they have, but they've played each other 2 times this year because, of course, they're both AFC West teams, and they've split. They split. So I'm excited to see hopefully those two teams meet in the playoffs. That would be a good game. But yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap it up here and call it a day. But I will say this: please, make sure you guys stay safe this holiday season. I'm sure, hopefully, I'll do a show next week previewing the Giants game if I have the time. I am going back to work on Monday. For those of y'all who don't know, I've been out of work for about a month and a half now. No, 2 months almost. Yeah, over 2 months I've been out of work due to my foot surgery, which I had in October. So I'm going back to work on Monday. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to do shows like this, especially at this time because I will still be at work. But I work from like 9 to 2. So or from 7:30 to like 2:30 every day, Monday through Friday. So yeah, but I will try to get a video out next week previewing the Giants game. But if I do not talk to you guys then, or if I don't do any lives next week, I do want to leave you guys on this note. Stay safe. Have a happy and healthy holiday season with your families. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrated Kwanzaa, or I'm sorry, if you celebrated Hanukkah, I hope you guys had a happy Hanukkah. And anybody who celebrates Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. And please stay safe. Hopefully we can see an Eagles W on Sunday. If not, we will see an Eagles versus Washington game sometime this week. I don't know that it is going to be on Sunday. I am scared that it is going to get postponed, but we will see. The NFL is of course, taking precautions and doing what they need to do to keep everybody within the organization safe. That's their number one priority, is to keep all their players and officials and staff safe. With that being said, go Birds.